As you get into your comfortable seated position, if you feel good with closing the eyes or just finding a very soft gaze over the nose, and as you sit up nice and tall, start to find the awareness of your breath. Total awareness in your breathing. Beginning to notice your inhale and notice the exhale. Begin to feel the belly expand with every inhale, and then feeling your belly contract with your exhale. Starting to feel the breath coming in through the nostrils, filling up your lungs. And then feel the breath exit through the nostrils as the lungs deflate. Relax your breathing. Find that comfortable balance of relaxing the body but staying aware. Starting to be aware of the lightness in the body. Awaken that lightness in each part from the top of the head down to the tips of your toes. Now starting to scan the body from the top of the head to the tips of the toes, noticing anywhere where there may be some sort of holding or tightness or tension, and invite that lightness into that space using your breath. Just feeling a pleasure, feeling awareness of physical and mental state. Come into this moment. If your mind ever begins to wander, come back to your breath. Create evenness in your breath. Beginning to really cultivate our ujjayi. So again, feeling the air come in through the nostrils, slight constriction at the back of your throat, and exhaling through the nose. Now we're going to come back and open our eyes. And we're going to make our way into a tabletop position. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees. We're just going to start to warm up our spine a bit here with some cat and cow. So making sure to bring your wrists underneath your shoulders and knees under those hips. And let's start to move. So with your inhale through your nose, drop your belly, shift your gaze up. And then taking the full exhale to cat pose, rounding your spine, tucking your chin to your chest. Now move with the rhythm of your breath. So inhaling to cow, belly drops, lower back arches, gaze up. And fully exhale to cat, round the spine. We're going to take 2 more rounds, again, feeling free to move however you want to in your body, exploring any areas that need a little bit of extra love, extra stretch. Moving into the hips a little bit if you'd like, your shoulders, the rib cage, the neck. We'll take 2 more rounds of breath wherever that is for you. Awesome, ladies. All right, and then at the bottom of that second exhale, we'll come back to our tabletop. We're just gonna do a little wrist stretch. So I just want you to flip your right palm over so the back of the hand comes onto the mat. And then you can just gently move a little forward and back, just gentle pressure there on that wrist, just getting a little counter stretch. And then we'll come back, flip that palm onto the mat and switch left hand. Find a gentle bend in that elbow just to protect your joints. Awesome. And then we'll come back, and then we're going to turn our fingers now all the way so they face our knees. Palms stay on the mat. And then we're just going to sway a little bit. I like to do kind of like little mini circles here, just really feeling the entire palm of the hand, the finger pads, and that amazing stretch on the back of the wrist. And if you're taking those circles, switch directions, or just moving gently forward and back. Perfect. And then we're just going to rotate the hands now so the fingers face the long edge of our mat and just kind of teeter back and forth, side to side. Perfect. And then we're going to come back to hands on the mat, fingers facing forward. And then we're going to just get into a child's pose for a moment. So I want you to take your knees as wide as you possibly can. Keep your big toes together to touch. Drop your hips onto your heels and then melt the palms, the chest, and the forehead down. So Balasana Child's Pose is our resting pose, or you can think of it as a home base. But also as we hold here for a couple breaths, just noticing all of the action that it creates. You can feel the side bodies and the spine lengthening. You're creating some space in your hips. This helps to calm our nervous system, slowing down the heart rate. Take one more big round of breath. Beautiful. And then we're going to walk our way back into a tabletop position. And then from tabletop, we're going to find down dog. So curl those toes under. We're going to push our hips up towards the sky. And again, we're going to take 3 long rhythmic rounds of breath here. So with every inhale, feel yourself strengthen a little bit more, engaging the core, lengthening the arms and the shoulders. And with every exhale, falling a little deeper into the pose. So let your heels melt, let the backs of those legs open up. And again, we're pulling our belly up and in so those hips can tilt a little higher to the sky. And one more big round of breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through that nose. Perfect. And then from here, we're going to look to our hands, walk our feet to meet them at the top or the middle of our mat, wherever you are. And just enjoy ragdoll. So keep those feet hip-width distance apart. Now check in with your body. If you need a bend in the knees, that's good. If you want a little bit more, straighten those legs. Either way, relax the head towards the ground. Let your mind travel up the feet and the legs. Feel that lower back decompress. And again, any judgment, any expectations, just let it roll off the back onto the ground. Take one more round of breath. Big inhale, big exhale. Perfect. And then we're going to slowly move into a halfway lift. So keeping our feet wide. Inhale, breathing in, straightening that back, lifting your heart halfway, creating this L shape. Again, really paying attention to your alignment, making sure your hips are directly above those heels. So you're pressing more weight into the front of the feet. Take one more round of breath. Lengthen your neck a little more. And then exhale, fold it in, forward fold. Now just flow with our breath. So inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bring it in, contract, forward fold. And one more big breath in, halfway lift. Lengthen, lengthen, and exhale, fold it in. Perfect. Now from here, bring our feet closer together and slowly rise up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Awesome. And then when we get there, inhale, reach up to the top. Hands go high, Tadasana Mountain Pose. And then we're going to relax our shoulders as we stand strong here. Feeling the 4 corners of your feet as they ground into the mat. And then engaging your legs, so lifting your knees towards your hips. And again, really getting that balance of grounding and lengthening. Take one more big breath here. And big breath out. Perfect. Now we're going to inhale, look up. Exhale, take a little back bend, maybe bending at the elbow, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Stay for another round of breath. Really get as much expansion in the front of the chest as you can. Perfect. Inhale, rise back up to mountain, and then we're going to exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Let's just move through a sun A here. So inhale, flat back, halfway lift. And then we're going to exhale into plank pose, top of our push-up. And then in this plank, I want us to hold it for 3 rounds of breath. So again, with every inhale, feel your body aligning, feel the wrists directly beneath the elbows and the shoulders. Let the exhale feel the engagement. So really engaging the glutes, the quads, the thighs. Pulling the belly in, 1 more breath. Inhale, exhale. Great job. Feeling nice and strong. We're going to inhale, shift our heart forward. Exhale as slowly as you can. We're going to lower down. Dial those elbows in and then make it down onto your belly. Beautiful. Now press the tops of your feet onto your mat. Inhale to a cobra pose, kind of a low cobra pose here. Keeping the hands on the mat. And again, those elbows are really kind of pinching in towards the side body. Spread your fingers out wide. Take 1 more big breath here. And then exhale, lower the forehead down onto the mat. All right, now we're going to inhale and take the hands and the chest off the mat. So getting a little higher, a little more strength in our back. Keeping your neck nice and long, so gaze is down. 1 more big inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, bring the forehead down. This time we're going to take the arms out wide and we're going to move into a like a locust pose. So let's inhale, lift those arms, but this time keep the tops of the feet on the mat. Stay here for 1 more round of breath. Again, pinch those shoulder blades together at the back. And then exhale, bring it in. Hands to the mat, forehead to the mat. Now we're going to pick ourselves up. See if you can push through a plank pose. And then we're going to meet in downward facing dog, or maybe tabletop to down dog. Whatever is best in your body. Take a nice long breath here. And then we're going to flow through that. So let's inhale, look up to our palms. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat, feet meet your hands. Breathe into our flat back, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold it in, forward fold. We're going to inhale, reach and rise all the way up, mountain pose. Stretch your bodies nice and tall. Exhale to a gentle back bend. Again, bringing the elbows down, chest high. Breathe and come back to center, and then let's exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Breathe and flat back, halfway lift. And then exhale to plank pose. Again, set up that plank, feeling nice and strong. Take an inhale breath, and then an exhale to lower you down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Let's breathe in to find that cobra pose. Hands stay for the first one. Exhale to lower. Inhale, hands rise, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. 1 more, arms out wide. Breathe in, lift that heart up. And exhale, lower. Curl the toes, let's push ourselves up, use that strength, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. 1 cycle of breath here, really feel the air pull into the body, and then fully expel that air out. Inhale, look to your palms, and on the exhale, step the feet forward. 1 more round of that sun A. Breathe in, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach and rise, Tadasana mountain pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach back up through center mountain pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. And then exhaling into plank pose. Stay for your inhale, set it up, and then exhale, nice and controlled, Chaturanga, lowering down. And again, breathe into that low cobra, hands stay on the mat, heart lifts. As you exhale, release. 2 more, let's get a little higher. Inhale, hands and heart lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, Salambhasana, locust pose with the legs down, arms lift. Exhale, lower. Beautiful, push that strong body up through plank, into down dog, and hold for a breath. Big inhale. And big exhale. Okay, let's get into the legs and hips a little bit. So inhale, right leg reaches up. We're gonna bend that right knee so your hips begin to stack. Make sure not to drop into your shoulders, so keeping those arms and shoulders squared. And then we're gonna take 3 big circles with that right knee. So kind of pulling it in towards the left knee, towards the chest, and then out to the side and up. So again, taking 2 more of those big circles. Beautiful. After that third circle, inhale to a 3-legged dog, stretch that leg high. And then we're gonna exhale, right knee to right elbow. So again, nice and powerful, strong, hold and breathe. Beautiful. Inhale, take the right leg up towards the sky. And then exhale, bring that knee forward to the nose. So tiger crunch, hold and breathe. Super strong, great job. Inhale, right leg goes high. And then we're gonna exhale, cross it over to the left elbow, underneath the body. Beautiful. On your next inhale, take it back up high, and then exhale, step that foot through to a low lunge. We're gonna drop our left knee down onto the mat, and then we're gonna stretch those arms up overhead. So really getting into a nice low lunge here. Again, setting up your pose, make sure the right knee is over your ankle, and really dropping into that hip space so we get into our psoas muscle. And then we're gonna work a little twist. So we're gonna open up to the right. So right arm goes back, left arm goes forward. Beautiful. Keeping those hips squared, we would just want to feel that twist from the belly, moving up to the shoulders. One more big breath in, big breath out. Beautiful. Now, if you can, right hand's going to come down onto the left thigh, and we're going to reach that left arm up. So kind of like an exalted twist here. So you can feel a little pinching through the right side, little lengthening on the left side, and just getting deeper into that left hip. One more big breath here. Big breath out. Beautiful. We're going to release, bring the left hand down, lift up the left knee. And then if you can, nice and strong, we're going to take that right foot back onto the top of the left, moving right into a side plank, Vasisthasana. So right hand goes high, hips go high. I like to stack my feet at the back and then give them a little flex to create a nice balance there. Take one more big breath. Great job. Exhale, lower to plank. We're going to flow it out. So you can take that chaturanga. You can take your cobra, or if you're ready for a little up dog, lifting the knees and thighs and pressing the heart up. And then we're all going to meet in our downward facing dog. Take a cycle of breath here. Again, let it soothe the body, the mind. And then we're going to take it to our left side. So let's sweep that left leg up. Start to bend at the left knee and stack those hips. Feel free, you can circle the ankle here first if you like. Again, just really pressing into the fingers, the finger pads, and that palm. And then we're going to take those 3 big circles with that left knee. So again, circling it, getting into that hip, really noticing how the body feels, how that space feels. Perfect. And then a little strength. We're going to inhale, extend the left leg, square your hips forward. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Hold and breathe here. Really use that core to bring that knee forward. Inhale, take the left leg back up high. And then exhale, bring the knee forward to the nose and the chest. Hold it up as close to that heart as you can. On your next inhale, re-extend. And then exhale, sweep it across the body to the right elbow. Hold for a round of breaths. Really breathe into it. And then inhale, take that left leg high. Exhale, step that foot forward. Drop the right knee down. Let's get into our lunge. So when you're ready, inhale to reach the arms up overhead. And maybe you notice a difference here on the right and the left side. Just starting to feel that, dropping into the right hip. And then we're going to work that twist. So we're going to twist open to the left. So left arm goes back as your right arm goes forward. Maybe looking over to that left shoulder. If that feels good, you can get that twist all the way into your cervical spine. And again, really allowing that deep opening, that deep stretch in that psoas. One more round of breath in the twist. Okay, now we're going to drop the left hand on the right thigh, and then we're going to reach that right arm up and over. So again, I don't know, I call it exalted twist. So you really want to feel from the right hip or that waist moving all the way up to the shoulder and the elbow. Stay for one more big breath here. And big breath out. Beautiful. We're going to release out of it, planting the right hand, lifting up the right knee, engage that core. And as you sweep the left leg back, the left arm goes high, finding your side plank. Awesome. So shoulders stacked, really using the side body, the obliques and those hips to lift you a little higher into this rainbow-like shape. We've got it for another round of breath. Big inhale. And then as you release, coming into plank, let's take a little flow. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into your back bend, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Great job. Take another cycle of breath. Big inhale. And big exhale. All right, we're going to move just a little quicker now. So inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, sweep it up to the sky. Exhale, bring it to the front, the chest and the nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bring it to the left elbow. Inhale, sweep it up. Now exhale, step it through. Now we're going to rise up to a high lunge. So inhale, crescent pose, high lunge. So left knee is lifted, left heel is lifted. Nice bend in that right knee, and arms are stretching up above head. So feel the inner ribs come closer together. Feel that core nice and strong. Feel the shoulders relaxed. Take another big breath here. Exhale, open up into the twist. So right arm goes back, left arm is forward. We're going to hold and breathe here for another big inhale and big exhale. Beautiful. Moving a little deeper now. So right hand goes back onto the left thigh, left arm reaches up. So really working balance here now with that back knee lifted. Feel that stretch still through the left psoas. One more big breath in, big breath out. Beautiful. We're going to release. Step the left hand down, take it into that side plank. So again, really use your strength to sweep that leg back, reach that arm up. Hold it and breathe. Big inhale, big exhale. Beautiful. One more inhale breath. And then exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, lowering down. Inhale, scoop your heart, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Great job. Take a breath. And then we're going to do that all on the left side. So inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, bring your left knee, left elbow. Inhale, left knee goes high. And then exhale, you're going to pull it forward, try to touch your nose. Inhale, extend it up. And then exhale, cross it to the right elbow. Inhale, reach it up to the sky. And then exhale, step that foot in between your palms and rise up into Anjaneyasana, crescent pose, high lunge. Take a couple breaths here to settle into the pose, feeling the difference with the knee lifted. Can't see you, but you ladies, I'm sure look amazing. And again, pressing into the ball of the right foot. One more breath here. Exhale, twist, open to the left. So right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. Really allowing the inhale to lengthen a little bit more through the spine, and the exhale takes you into a deeper twist. Now, left hand goes on the back of the right knee, breathing in and reaching the right arm up. Gentle back bend, keeping a little twist. We've got it as you breathe in deeply. And breathing out. Perfect. We're going to release. The right hand plants down, stack the shoulder above it. Take the left leg up and back as the left arm reaches to the sky. Vasisthasana, side plank. Feel your body strength. Feel the breath. Come back to the awareness. One more inhale. And then let's exhale, release and flow. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a round of breath here. Beautiful. Now we're just going to flow through that. Let's skip those tiger crunches, but inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step that foot through, low lunge. Inhale to high lunge, crescent pose. Exhale, twist open to the right. Let's take that exalted warrior. Inhale, left arm reaches up. And then exhale, hand goes down. Step it back, side plank. Maybe this one on the inhale, you can take that top right leg high into star pose. And then let's release and flow it out. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful, left side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step that foot forward. Use that inhale to rise up, crescent pose. Exhale, twist open to the left. Inhale, right arm extends up and overhead. And then exhale, release, moving into your side plank. Let that breath take you there. Maybe again, that top left leg goes high to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, release, and flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Great job. Take a cleansing breath here. In through the nose. Full open mouth exhale. Let's drop into a child's pose for a moment. Take the knees out wide again. Sink the hips onto your heels. Drop the forehead. And just take a moment. We've moved a lot, so just feel the change that you've created in your body. Take another nice long big breath in. And big breath out. All righty, let's start to make our way back into our tabletop position. And then we'll come into our down dog. Beautiful. All right, from downward facing dog, we're gonna take our right leg up towards the sky. And again, use that momentum, sweep it through, low lunge. Inhale to warrior one pose. So we're gonna reach up as we plant the left foot onto the mat, 45-degree angle. We wanna get a deep lunge into that right knee, as deep as you can go. And as you lunge into the right knee, still feel that pressing into the pinky side of your left foot. Make sure those hips are really moving forward so they're squared. One more breath here. Awesome. Humble warrior. So now we're going to interlace the fingers at our lower back. Straighten the arms as you press your chest up. And then exhale, dive the body inside your right leg. Humble warrior. Take those arms as far away from your back as you can, getting into the shoulders. Take another big breath here. Big breath out. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, come all the way back up, and then let's open up into a warrior two pose. Awesome. So now here from warrior two, we're going to align the feet. Again, making sure that our bones are stacked, shoulders over hips, knee over ankle. And then we're going to find extended side angle. So breathe and stretch over the right leg. Release the right hand down, left arm goes high. For a moment, we're going to find a half bind. So we're going to sweep the left arm behind us and then really drive that left shoulder back. Get into the amazing space and just open up your heart. Feel that. Take a big breath in and big breath out. If you can, keep the bind. We're going to inhale, reverse the warrior. So reaching the right arm up and over and back. Nice counter stretch for your right side. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. We're going to now straighten the right leg, pivot in. So now we're going to get into a wide-legged forward fold. Both feet are parallel to the short edge of your mat. So let's take those arms out wide, flip the palms up, open the heart again here, gentle back bend, and then exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Releasing the crown of the head as close to the earth as you can. Again, still kind of shifting the weight forward so your heels are just barely kissing that mat. So you can get the deepest stretch for the backs of those legs. Take a nice long big breath here. And big breath out. Perfect. Now I just want you to kind of sway a little side to side. So we're going to get into almost like a Skandasana. So I'm going to turn our right feet out so the toes go towards the short edge of the mat. And then just lean into that right knee. Just getting a nice inner groin stretch here too. And then we're going to come back through center and then let's switch. So kind of turn the left toes out so you can protect that knee. Get into it here a little bit. Take a breath. Perfect. Coming back to center, arms come back out wide, flatten your back and rise up with core control. Awesome. Now from here, we're gonna shift into that crescent. So just kind of sweep the left arm forward as you lift the left heel. Arms are gonna go up overhead. Now we're gonna add a little balance in from here. So we're gonna find these kind of airplane arms as we dive the body over the right thigh. And we're gonna move into warrior three. So when you're ready, you're gonna launch off that left leg, so ground down through the right, and then keeping the body tilted forward so you create this capital T. And we're just gonna breathe here. So try to feel that waistline get a little thinner, feel that belly move towards the spine. Nice, strong core. I like to flex my foot so it keeps my hips squared to the ground. One more big breath here. And then we're gonna release the hands in front of us, moving into standing split. So we're gonna kick that left leg just a little bit higher. See how high you can grab it, or how high you can take it. Take one more big breath here. Breathe into that left leg, open up that hamstring. Awesome. Release that left foot right by the right, finding a forward fold. Inhale to a flat back halfway lift. Let's exhale, fold it back in. We're gonna inhale to chair pose, Utkatasana, dropping the hips a little lower as you reach those arms up overhead. Turn your pinkies in slightly so you expand the upper back. Feeling almost all the weight into those heels. One more big breath in. And big breath out. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, release it, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands, step our feet back. Let's take a flow. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. And again, feel free. You can always skip the vinyasa if need be. From down dog, again, I want you to find that rhythmic breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Okay, left leg is gonna go up towards the sky. And then we're gonna step that foot in between the palms. We're gonna rise up into our Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. So again, really pull the left hip back, pushing the right hip forward. Arms stretch up overhead. So the higher the arms reach, the lower we can get into that left leg. That's what I like to think. And just take a couple breaths here, really feeling your pose. This is great for our waistline. This is great for our legs. Take another big breath in, relaxing your shoulders, breathing out. Perfect. Now let's find our humble warrior. So we're going to take the hands, again, interlock them at our lower back. As you breathe in, press the hands towards the mat so you can open up the heart, and then exhale, fold it in. So your body should come in between, or in the inside of your left leg, keeping your feet rooted, keeping those legs strong, and keeping those arms reaching from the body. Giving your shoulders a little love. Take one more big breath here, and big breath out. We're gonna inhale to rise up and come into our warrior 2. So let's fan the arms open. Set up that strong warrior pose. Again, nice wide stance. Back leg is strong and straight. Make sure there's energy in the arms and the fingers. And then inhale, stretch over the left leg. Exhale, extended side angle. So finding this pose here, you find that lateral tilt. You want to stretch out the right side and feel that little contraction on the left. Staying nice and strong. Find the half bind. Sweep the right arm behind the lower back. Again, only if it feels good for you. If you find that half bind, take that right shoulder back and open up that heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you have the bind, you want to keep it. Inhale to reverse that warrior. Left arm is now going to stretch over and back. Don't lose the lunge in that front knee. Keep it nice and deep. Use the breath to control the pose. Hold the pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Rise up, warrior 2. Straighten the leg. Pivot that left foot in. Arms go out wide. Perfect. Now from here, inhale, hands go up, heart goes up. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. This time, if you want to get a little deeper into the fold, you can take your peace sign fingers around your big toe and then really allow that hand and foot connection to pull the body closer in between the legs. Again, maybe the crown of the head stays on the mat or comes pretty close to it. Take a big breath here, big breath out. If you have that toe grip, release. Bring the hands in front of your eyes, lifting up just halfway. Pull the heels in, turn your toes out, bend into the knees, rise up, goddess pose. Awesome. So then from here, just bring the hands onto the inner thighs and do a little twist. I heard a teacher say this is a visit to the chiropractor. So just kind of opening up here, twisting the spine, getting into the hips, the groin. Perfect. And then we're going to come back to center, really press the shoulders back over the hips. And then we're going to find some balance here for a moment. So we're going to lift up those heels, pressing into the balls of the feet, keeping the knees bent. Take them as high as you can, working our feet. Big breath in, big breath out. Perfect. Drop it down, and then we're going to move into that crescent pose. So we're going to sweep forward. Left leg should be in front. Arms are going to reach up overhead. Find the lunge. Perfect. Now hands go back as you tilt your upper body over that left thigh. Make sure that it doesn't just plop onto it. So keep it nice and lifted. Keep your body engaged. And then warrior three. So find the balance. Lift off the right leg as you straighten the left. Keeping the heart just kind of hovering over the ground. Staying nice and strong here. Again, maybe flexing the foot, making sure to gear that right hip towards the ground. Big breath in, big breath out. Standing splits, let those fingers crawl to the mat, kick up that right leg, open up the left hamstring. Try to bring that nose as close towards your left knee as you can. Take another big breath in and big breath out. Beautiful. Set that right foot right by your left, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lifting, a little reset. Exhale, fold it in. And then we're going to come to our chair pose. Inhale, Utkatasana, hips drop, arms go high. Again, feel it, breathe into it. Expand the back, engage the core. One more big breath here. And big breath out. Beautiful. Release, forward fold. Inhale again to our flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose, Kumbhakasana. And then from there, take your flow. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Great job. From downward facing dog, let's take a cleansing breath. And let's take one more round. Big inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. All right, let's now crawl our hands back to our feet. And we're gonna hang out here in a little ragdoll for a moment. You can sway if you'd like, side to side. Perfect. We're gonna start to bring our feet closer to touch. Bend your knees slightly. Let's roll the body up to standing. Awesome. Inhale, circle your arms high up overhead. And then exhale, Samastitihi. Hands come to heart center. Let's work just a little more balance. We're going to find our tree pose. So let's ground down through the left leg. We're going to open up the right knee. We're going to slide that right foot. You can place it in between the ankle and knee, or maybe lifting it up above to that inner thigh. You want to make sure that your foot doesn't connect to the inside of your knee. Just really make sure to protect your beautiful joints. And then taking any variation that you like, if you want to extend and reach the arms up overhead, or like we say, growing your branches. Or maybe a bigger challenge of looking up or closing your eyes. Whatever you need, invite in a slow and steady breath. Feel the rhythm. Feel the balance. with every inhale and exhale. Start to bring your palms back together in front of your heart, and we're going to release our right foot down onto the mat. Awesome. And then when you're ready to switch sides, so you're going to shift your weight now onto that right standing leg. Turn that left knee open so you get that rotation through the hip. And then again, placing that foot in an area that avoids connection with your knee. And again, maybe same variation to bring in the balance, maybe something different. Tree reminds us to ground, find our roots, and then continuing to reach up towards the light. Breathing in fresh air. And that we are all connected. Beautiful. And then we'll slowly start to bring those palms back together in front of our heart and release out of our tree pose. Awesome. All right, let's take another flow. Inhale, Tadasana Mountain Pose. Let's find a little back bend as you exhale. Inhale, come back up, Tadasana, and then exhale, forward fold. Really bring it in. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. And then we're going to exhale, taking that vinyasa flow. So Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, scoop that heart upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. All right. Now from here, we're just going to look up to our palms. We can step or kind of hop all the way through. We're just going to come to a seat. And we're just going to work a little bit more core. We're going to find our Navasana boat pose. So bringing the knees towards the chest as close as you can get them. Your hands can stay behind the legs if you want. Or as you begin to float the feet off of the mat, you can release the hands and maybe move them forward. We want to really make sure that our spine is erect, so nice and straight. See if your neck can grow a little taller and your knees come a little closer to your heart. If you want a little bit more, you can even straighten those legs. Whew. And remembering to breathe. We've got 3 more rounds of breath. Really feel, pull that air in, push that air out. 2 more, nice and strong. Breathe in. Breathe out. And for the last round of breath, best boat that you can do. Ooh, awesome. We're going to slowly begin to lower down onto our back. So nice and slow. Perfect. Enjoy a nice full body stretch. Just reach those arms up overhead. Awesome. And then we're going to, again, bring the knees back into our chest. Now, if it feels good in your body, I want you to kind of rock and roll. So you can start moving side to side. And then maybe grabbing behind the knees and going forward and back. So take a couple rolls, and I want you to see if you can get enough momentum to roll up into a standing pose or kind of jump into a chair pose. So when you're ready, push yourself up and find chair. I've definitely fallen a few times on that, but I hope you're there with me. So from chair, we're going to bring our hands to heart center, and we're going to twist to the right. So sweeping the left elbow outside of the right knee. And we're going to hold here for 2 more breaths. So again, inhale, you create space, you create length through the spine. And then exhale, you can twist even deeper into that space. 1 more big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, we're going to unravel, come back to chair pose, even out that spine. Exhale, hands to heart, and we're going to twist over to the left. So now right elbow comes to outside of the right knee, or left knee. And we got 2 more big breaths. Again, make sure that those knees are together in the same plane. Those hips are squared, and that twist is from the belly. 1 more, breathe it in, twist it out. Awesome. Unravel, come back to chair, feel that spine, realign. Exhale, fold it in. Amazing job. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step your feet back. Your option, again, you can take a vinyasa flow or just meet us in downward facing dog, whatever feels right for you right now. And then from our down dog, we're gonna get it even deeper into our hips. So we're gonna find half pigeon. If there's anything going on with your knees today, you can make your way onto your back for supine. Or if you're ready for half, we're gonna take the right leg up towards the sky. And then we're gonna bring that right knee as close to the right wrist as you can as you sweep the left ankle or the right ankle to the left wrist. So we wanna work on creating a figure 7 with our lower limbs. So kind of taking the left leg and scooting it back as far as you can. Make sure the toes pointing straight, not sickling in or out. And when you feel ready, if you want to take it a little deeper, you can crawl the hands forward, maybe coming to the forearms. You can stay here for a little bit, and you can always move deeper by releasing the forehead to the ground, the chest towards the mat, whatever feels best for you. Come back to your breath wherever you're at. Back to the awareness that every inhale and exhale offers. This is a deep stretch in the center of our body where we tend to hold lots of emotions, lots of memories. So again, yoga offers the opportunity to dive to that inner self, inner wisdom, inner light, whatever you're searching for. Just enjoy. See if you can relax a little bit more into this deep stretch. You can feel that piriformis muscle expanding and lengthening. Take notice of how your glute feels, how your knee feels. We're going to take one more round of breath here. And this is a big stretch, so be mindful as you begin to transition out of your pose. Walking the hands slowly back and taking it into your downward facing dog. And just holding for a breath, feel free to take any counter stretch that you like, if you like wild thing or just another kind of circle in that right knee, or pedal it out. And when you're ready, when you're ready to open up your left side, take the left leg high towards the sky, and then sweep the left knee up to that left hand as the right foot goes to the right hand, or as the left foot goes to the right hand, sorry. And again, taking a moment to really get into the correct alignment of your pose. Notice how your body feels. Notice where the stretching is. A little flexion in the left foot to protect that left knee. And then just taking it down or wherever is comfortable for you. And again, on this side, come back to your breath. See if you can increase the inhale and make that exhale a little longer. Notice how the breath helps to relax the body into the pose so we get as many benefits as possible. Again, when we open up these spaces, we're able to kind of recognize things that we need to let go of, and also accept the things that we need to invite in. For me, I've been inviting a lot of patience into my practice. Taking another big round of breath here. And we're going to slowly make our way out of the pose. If you're ready for that, just kind of crawl back up, finding our down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And again, taking any wiggles and movement to help counter stretch that left hip. Awesome. And then we're going to look up to the top of our mat again, step or hop all the way through. We're going to find another seat. Stretch your legs straight out in front of you this time. Flex your feet. And then again, really feel your sit bones ground down as your spine and the crown of the head reaches up. Breathe in, stretch your arms up overhead, and then let's exhale, seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. So this is really amazing for our lower back. If it feels really tight in that area, you can bring a little bend to your knees and allow your face to get into those legs as close as it can go and just really open up that back. You can feel it through the middle of the back, maybe even all the way up to the neck, depending on how deep you want to take it. This is really great for our digestive organs as well, a little compression on the belly. All right, let's inhale to lift ourselves back up, and then on the exhale, we're going to slowly roll down onto our backs. And when that head and shoulders hit the floor, let's bring those knees into our chest and then move right into a little happy baby. So the soles of the feet stretch up towards the sky, grabbing onto your ankles or maybe the outside edges of your feet. Make sure to press that sacrum and the back onto your mat. And you can hold in stillness if that's where you're at, or feel free to bring a little movement, just kind of releasing the left knee towards the ground, then moving over the right knee towards the ground. All right, let's bring those knees back to the center of our chest. Give them a good little squeeze. And then we're going to open up our arms like at shoulder height, like with a capital T. Flex our feet, kind of lift your knees so you're almost in a somewhat of a tabletop position with the legs. And then we're going to slowly as you can, begin to drop the legs to the right. So nice and controlled here. And before those knees hit the ground all the way, hold them for a breath. Feel the strength, feel the twist, and then relax into it. You can even take that right hand on top of the left knee, help to increase that twist. And also you can look over to the left shoulder or even just close your eyes and take some deep breaths. This helps to release toxins from our organs. Also, I love it how it creates some space in our spinal column. And then slowly start to travel back to center. Make sure that your spine feels neutral or realigned. And then keeping our feet flexed, legs engaged, nice and slowly, let's drop them to the left. And again, right before that left knee hits, just hold and breathe. Really feel that deep stretch, that deep twist, and then let it go. And fall into our supine twist. Amazing. And then we'll gently come back to center. And then from here, give yourself a nice good squeeze. If there's one last asana that your body's craving for tonight, please feel free to take it. I like to just kind of send my legs up towards the sky, kind of allowing that circulation or that switch in blood flow. You can get even more into it by moving into a shoulder stand if that's in your practice, by lifting up your lower back and sending those feet as high as you can go and those hips over your shoulders. Or maybe a bridge pose, or even just taking your time to get into a shavasana, whatever is, again, best for you. If you did move into shoulder stand, when you're ready to come out of it, you can find that plow pose by releasing the toes to the mat over the head. And then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling down. Awesome. And then we are going to find Shavasana. So give yourself this chance to fully relax. Spread out, take lots of space on the ground. Close your eyes. Tune into your breath. Let the breath slow everything down. Heart rate, thoughts. Become aware of every part of your body that's touching the ground. Let the feeling of heaviness come over you so you just really relax deeply into the floor. Take a moment to bring in the feeling of pleasure. Completely submerge yourself in that feeling. Relive any past experiences of pleasure, either physical or mental. Be in that moment. Feel the pleasure. Be aware of that pleasure. And then beginning to come back to your breath. You can wiggle around the fingers and the toes, maybe even rock your head from side to side. And then we'll slowly make our way into their side body pose or making your way up into a seat, whatever you're comfortable. And then from here, from that seated position, we'll just bring our palms together at our heart center, keeping our eyes closed, tuning in. Noticing the difference that you've created through your physical and body, through your mental space, and your overall being. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide your practice. It was truly such an honor. From my heart to yours, namaste.